Hey everybody, it's Mike. This is a day late. This is for the Horror Man's Slashback Saturday. I had done a video for uh, Pet Cemetery because really I couldn't think of any slashers I had in my collection that I don't like, so I thought I'll do Pet Cemetery because it's a horror movie, and then I was basically told no, it needs to be a slasher. So I deleted that one. And I could do any of the Chuckies or any of the Freddies, any of those because most of those I don't like. And it was explained to me by a friend of mine who's a counselor that it's because I'm a very literal person. So I think directly. Nonsensical stuff um, doesn't sit well with me. I'm sort of like Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory. Um, so zombies don't make sense to me. Um, Little dolls with a demon with like a that are possessed by a killer's. I don't it doesn't I don't get it. Same with somebody who comes to you in your sleep and kills people in various ways. It's nonsensical. Um, I like my killers to be people, in other words. But thank God they make all kinds of horror, so we all have a choice. So when Jason became a zombie in the Jason series, I started to lose interest pretty quick. Uh, the Jason Lives was fine. I liked that movie. I thought parts of it. Um, the New Blood was okay. Uh, and then my hate with the series kind of started with Jason Takes Manhattan. Um, I know so many people like Jason Takes Manhattan. I just thought it was dumb from the beginning. Um, so I went ahead and gave it a second shot. No, actually, I gave it like a 15th shot. I can't tell you how many times I've owned the movies after Jason Lives. So like uh, 7, 8, Jason Goes to Hell, Freddy versus Jason, any of those. Um, I had them, and then I'd get rid of them, and then I'd have them, and then I'd get rid of them. Now I have them again. Um, so yeah, I went ahead and gave this one a second watch. Of course, we've all seen it 1,000 times. Jason comes up from under the water, kills 2 kids on a boat. Then he gets on the big boat where the high school kids are going on a senior trip. And if this was my senior trip, I would have stayed home because that boat was boring. Um, yeah, I would have much rather gone to the mall. So we have these kids played by different actors that really we've never heard of before. The one dude was on Young and the Restless. The guy who lives, uh, yeah, and then Kelly Hu was one of the girls on there, and she was a former Miss Teen USA. So yeah, I knew those two, but any of the other characters I really didn't know. The actors I really didn't know. And they get on this big boat and they all get killed, one by one. Most of them get killed, except for the awful uncle, his niece, um, the counselor, whatever she is, and then the niece's boyfriend, and the black guy who gets his head knocked off and time in the fight with Jason that everybody loves so much. Um, so yeah, I watched it again. Guess what? Yeah, I still don't really particularly care for it. It's dark. It's obviously mostly not filmed in Manhattan, so I don't know why it was ever called, why they left that title, Jason Takes Manhattan. Um, yeah, there were some fun little death scenes on this one. Um, that one scene where he throws that poor kid up against that electrical thing and his crotch immediately catches on fire. What was that? Yikes. Um, that would kill you all in its own. Um, And of course, the head getting knocked off, that was, everybody loves that scene. I guess I probably did in the day, but watching it now, nah, it's all right. Um, I do like when the uncle gets killed. I thought that was a good scene. I felt bad when the lady, the counselor, gets killed. She was a pretty innocent character. Actually, Kelly Hu's character getting choked in the dance club, she was another innocent character. But I guess they all are for the most part in these movies. Um, but yeah, and then the fact that they just left the whole. I mean, there was just so much left undone in this movie. I mean, what the hell happened to all those kids on the boat? I mean, were the only kid? There were other kids on the boat, right? I mean, I saw other kids on the boat at one point, and they all didn't die from Jason killing them or skewering them on something, or what happened to the rest of them? I don't know. Maybe they went down with the ship. I guess we just never will know. But yeah, that was Jason Takes Manhattan. Still not gonna be in my top 100 ever um, horror movies, but at least now I kind of have an idea of why I don't particularly care for zombie movies or Chucky movies or Freddy movies, because it's just the way we think. She explained it to me like this: I don't like slapstick comedy. So, like, everybody loved John Belushi and John Candy and um, what was that? All those guys that were all, and even Jim Carrey, the Three Stooges. They're not my thing. I don't enjoy that kind of upfront physical kind of comedy. I am more of um, a I don't know. I'm more of a Jerry Seinfeld kind of a comedy person, to where everything is not so in your face and loud. So yeah, it makes sense to me now. So don't hate me for hating those or for not liking your movies. That's how I think. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully this will pass everybody's test of being a slasher. Thanks, guys. Bye.